Welcome, community. This is Binarai, here for another Raptoreum weekly update on the 22nd of October 2025. Can you let me know if you can hear me, guys? Budweiser, Messiah D10. Is everything good? Thanks, Falcon. Share the stream. Make sure you're at our Discord, the link is at the top right of the stream. That is discord.gg/Raptoreum. What's up, Zed? How you doing, bro?
make the world go round. I'm trying to get it all right now.
Almost there now, just under 5 minutes.
Look, call me on the man right now. Talking to a peon, kind of time we on. Don't roll like the kind of take eons. Got a little buzz, it's time to go beyond. Can't look back, no time to hit rewind. Yeah, she wants to do S class. I'm like, boo, who are you must ask. They pour way too much in your glass. Just move your hips like a whole class. Hit the gab, I talk that gift. Strut like up and I walk that shit. When I'm up, that's it. I'ma start living reckless. Hit that bag, I'ma walk like this. Yeah, I'ma walk like this. Hit that lane, I'ma walk like this. Walk in the spot, but they all get lit. Told them on flow, let me talk my shit. Every song bang when they drop in hit. Said on the man, post stop, no miss. Over your head, next time don't slip. Play your part, better read that script. Yeah, I'ma walk like this. I'm steady focused on money now. I'm trying to count to 100 thou. That's daily. Grady pay me. M's and M's, no slim shady. Make account going so crazy. Still live it up when I'm over 80. Flying, I'm hotter than Hades. Middle fingers up to the ones when I hate me. Come on, fire, then I'm up like a drought. Everybody lying for a little bit of clout. Stay making moves like I'm trying to sell a house. That's how it be when you're raised in the South. Mama always said that this money be the death of me. Money can't buy you happy, but I never seen a sad man riding a jet ski. Time will tell, moving breakneck speed. First it was hate, now they drop my steed. Took small sips, now they drinks on me. Commas in the bank, that's all I need. Business first and chill after. Set to cruise, but not the actor. Work hard, let the money stack up while y'all broke like a stress fraction. My God.
Hello, you fine Raptoreum community. It is good to be back. My name is, well, it's not Binarai, but I am Binarai. And to my right, we have HNS Hunter Schultz. We're not going to go with titles today. We're going to go with...
We're just here.
We're just here.
We're living in a liquid medium.
And what I will say is, obviously, you, the community, can't see what's going on before we went live, and I clicked this slide for you all to see. But Hunter Schultz was actually shaving.
Yeah.
See
how much I care about the audience. I want to be clean shaven for them. I care about you.
I was
Okay,
doing this with my beard, and then you got the shaver out.
yeah.
You've never done that
very,
before. Yeah.
Well, God,
Yeah.
Fud's going to be at it now. Oh, God.
Well, now that the community knows, you might as well just start shaving as soon as we go live.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Anyway.
That'll wind up on YouTube way down the road.
Let's see who we've got. Oh, you're on the YouTube Hunter as well. Messiah D10S, sorry. How you doing, brother? Fudweiser. Falcon. How you doing, guys? Zed, good to see you, man. We are an hour later today, as I had an important couple of tasks to complete at home with the wife. Nothing like that, you know. I know what you're thinking. It's nothing like that.
No, that's she who will always be made happy.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had to do that. So we're here an hour later, but we are here, and that's the main thing. So Hunter, how are you?
Yes. Terrific. Well, it's been a good Monday through Wednesday. Saturday night, what was it? No, it was Friday night or Saturday night. I went to the food store and just to pull into the underground garage, the CVT transmission on our Nissan went, and no forward motion. I could go in reverse, but no forward motion. So I had to park it there and walk home. And then we got a wrecker, a flatbed to our house, and it just left today for the dealership to get completely. We're just tired of having independent mechanics try and do it down here. We're just going to have the dealership to do it. And anyway.
So you say CVT transmission. I mean, I don't know whether you know what a microcar is, but I used to drive microcars on a motorbike license, and that used to have a CVT sort of transmission sort of thing, and it was like a cone, and then the belt was there, and when it got faster, it closed the belt, and then that's how you increase speed. Is that how your car is?
Kind of similar in concept. There are metal bands in there that, I don't know, there's clutches and bands and things, but there is that belt evidently that does that, and it worked fine for 60,000 miles, a little over 60,000 miles, but it decided to, we don't know what it is. It could just be a clog, it could be anything, but
what I can say is it's on the microcar. Every about 3,000 miles, it broke. You know, you'd need a new belt, you'd need new weights in the CVT and all this sort of stuff. But you know what?
No.
The petrol version, it was 505cc, right? Half a litre, right? I don't know what that is and what you use over there, but off the lights, because the whole thing was, it was so light. It was like less than half a ton, probably 300 k. I could burn anything off the lights with that, up to about 35 mile an hour. And then after that, I've got no chance.
Probably there's some guy in a Ferrari looking over at this little tiny car going ding.
And also I had a microcar Virgo, and I took it up north, and there was like a landslide and a heavy rain, a landslide in front of us. All the cars were turning around, and there was like a river going across the road, and no one would go through it. I just came plowing down this hill in the microcar. I went straight into this this flood across the road, and my wheels came off the ground, and I floated to the other side. And all the cars were beeping me like they couldn't believe what they'd seen like. Because it's fiberglass body. The bodies were actually made by a boat company, so that's probably why I was floating. But yeah, I floated. No water came in or anything, and I had my son in the car, and I thought that was a great decision to cross the river in the road. But anyway, we're here for blockchain.
The waters. My dad parted the waters. Hey, I've heard this story before, says he when he's in Sunday school listening to the story of Moses. But
Anyway,
anyway,
before we get into the serious stuff, Falcon is saying, I assume that H&S was shaving his sculpted pectorals.
no, I was not.
I assume he's
I really didn't
referring
get a good
to
visual.
Foodwiser's meme of you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, I don't partake in that kind of shaving. Anything below here, no, no.
Also, Hunter, today, for some unknown reason, you are loud and clear. You're not low on my side at all. You know, I don't need to turn you up or anything. It's coming through great. So I don't
I
know. Don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe a setting somewhere is doing well.
Maybe.
The gods of sound are working.
YouTube control center's just gone down. Don't know. I'm just going to try and refresh it.
Probably.
All right. If you can still see us, even though the control center's gone down, then we're just going to carry on, I think. Can you still
I'm
see
looking
us,
at the feed.
Falcon? Nicholas, can you see us, Foodwiser? Assuming you haven't smashed your phone up yet? Or your
I'm looking at
cell
it. I'm
phone,
looking
sorry.
at the feed.
You can
I'm
see it,
looking at
yeah?
the feed, but it's delayed. It is delayed for me because I'm watching you in real time, and it's delayed like 5 seconds or so
Yeah, well, I mean,
off
that's
YouTube.
as
So I'm
close.
still watching.
That's as close we can get it at 60 frames per second in 1080p. It's like as close we can get it. If we up the resolution to 4K output, which we still need to test actually, there is a longer delay because obviously YouTube has to process it before it goes out. Foodwiser saying good. Falcon saying see you fine. Okay, excellent stuff.
Yeah, I can see us.
All right then. So if you are watching the stream, please click like. Also click subscribe to get up to date with any more of our very interesting videos about microcars and CVT transmissions and anything blockchain related.
Shaving various body parts.
Pectorals. Yes, please click like. If you are watching this after the stream has ended, please click like as well, and you can, yeah, just do that. just do that. If you've clicked like while the stream was live and then the stream has ended, I'm pretty sure you can click like again. If you would like to become a honorably, that's horribly honorable member. That's it. Thank you, Hunter. Sometimes I need your help for things like that.
Burdock and dandelion time.
if you want to be one of those members that Hunter's just said, you can do that on YouTube. Click become a member. I think that's what it is on there. There's 4 different levels, and it really helps us out, make this channel better, and supports some of our small marketing initiatives as well that myself and Hunter do tend to push on occasion. We are on X. You can check us out on, well, the username's at Raptoreum. We're also on Instagram, same username. We're on TikTok at official Raptoreum, and we're also on YouTube right here as you are watching us right now. When the stream ends, we usually do a little bit of rain, and what rain is as a community member, you can receive some Raptoreum coins to your chat-based wallet. So if you go to our Telegram channel, that is at Raptoreum with 2 M's on the end, and make one comment, you will receive a Raptorus wallet. And then you can receive some Raptoreum coins when I share them amongst the community at the end of the stream. I usually start on the English channel, then I'll go over to the Spanish channel, then I'll do a little bit in the Russian channel as well. I'll say a little bit. It's equal between all the communities. I have no bias. As you can see at the start of the stream, I did work on the introduction just to give the community some more information about the Raptoreum project and some of the community initiatives as well that are being worked on in the background. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's better than just the Raptoreum loop slides that I've been doing previously. So I hope that was a lot better. If there's any improvements that you think I could make to that introduction, then please let me know, and I will do it. I need a drink. My mouth's so dry. Give me a sec. Okay. As of this month, your channel memberships are now also available on iOS devices. So previously it was just PC and Android. So now you can support creators like myself, Hunter, and the rest of the team if they ever show up one day on this YouTube channel. But yes, you can do it now on Apple iOS devices. Not too sure whether I should do that Raptoreum thing yet, Hunter.
You might skim over it.
No, because I don't think he's actually completed it, has he?
No?
Didn't he?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think we can probably hold that off
Should we
until
skip
he's
that? It
let
is.
him
It
confirm
is
that he-
cool, and
Yeah.
he did say he was gonna do it. So, I mean, you as a community, you probably know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to tell you. But that's all planned, and he is solving some issues before I can push that out. We did mention on the last stream that we had a few issues with the website, and that was fixed, and then I made some updates to the website on a few of the pages. Since then, we discovered an issue with the website again. This time it's let me have a look what it says. There is a new exploit out there allowing an attacker to gain admin access. Once he does this, he uploads his own malicious plugin, which makes a real mess and injects a randomized assortment of URLs. So we've changed the login process for any of the people that have edit access for the site. So that should stop the attacker from getting in. So the site is now rolled back, which means all the work that I did on the website previously, I'm now going to have to do it all again. So you will see all the pages are now back to how they were, including with all the inodes and everything else that was on there previously. So it's a bit rubbish for me, and I'm just gonna have to do it, aren't I? There's no choice. If you, as a community member, are part of our ecosystem growth server, you've probably noticed that Jamardis has. Jamardis, by the way, is the head of German marketing for Raptoreum, and he's also built a lot of different tools in the background. Raptorus being one of them, and Raptor Wings as well. For mining and things like that, which is pretty cool, and a few other little things as well that you probably don't know about. But he is now keen on creating a brand new Explorer that's snappy and has a better database, and he says it will have less errors. Now, I welcome this idea from Jamardis. I know we can do it for a start, but you probably know I've been trying to push on this for a very long time. From the people, from the developers involved in the previous, the current Explorer that we have at Raptoreum, and it's still nothing was really done about it. I've also pushed on trying to merge the Asset Explorer into a unified single Explorer, but that still is yet to be done. So I'm hoping that Jamardis can zoom out and see the bigger picture and unify those two different sides, so people who are navigating the blockchain to look for either transactions, assets, wallets, and all that sort of stuff can actually have a better experience and a more satisfying speed in navigating all these sorts of things as well. It will also help people like Small Paul with getting things set up with some of the projects he's working on. And some of the other community members who are building things such as Shunam with the marketplace, and who else is building stuff? The music
Lock.
thing? Say it again.
Raptor Lock. raptorlockip.com.
Yes, I've mentioned Small Paul.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Ballinox, that's
I was
it. Ballinox, sorry.
Ballinox.
Yes, Ballinox.
Ballinox. Okay.
He's building a cool thing. So,
It's
yeah,
better.
it just helps everyone all around, and obviously most of all the community as well. So, there is a backup explorer which I've been using, and a few
Same
others
here.
have been, which is
Yeah.
much better.
Mhm.
So that is currently up and live, and you can get the link for that in the information channel at the Discord, and also it's pinned in the Telegram channel as well. So yes, just use that until Jamardis finishes his magic with his
I
German
can't wait for that.
development fingers. I don't know what. Yeah, sorry, Jamardis, but try to big you up there, but I don't think you really want me to refer to you as German development fingers.
It'll be done right. It'll be built right. That's for sure.
Um,
He's very talented.
if anyone's
really
got
is.
any spare boosts going, we could do with another couple of boosts on the Discord, so we could get a small perk for the community members. That would be really nice. Boosts, anyone? Boosts? Falcon, you got any boosts going? Fudweiser, any boosts, bro? Yes. Boosts. We did have an update from David in regards to Komodo. So if you are using Komodo on Apple iOS devices, such as iPhones, we have an update that is in the news section of our Discord, but I will update you now on what that is. They say our legacy test flight app is shutting down on January the 1st, 2026, which it seems a long away because it's like 2026, but it's not really because we're in October. So it's literally 2.5 months, right? So you must export your seed phrase before this date or your coins will be permanently lost. So download the final release now, and that's on I'll send the link now into the relevant channels. So I'll send it into the stream party chat. This is only if you use this application, obviously. I would send it in the YouTube, but I can't actually see the chat on there. Hunter, if you can see the chat,
I can. Yeah, wait for it.
Yeah, it's not working on here. I don't know why. It's just it's broken.
Pull it up on your phone.
Yeah, but I can't copy then paste from the sheet using that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can, but it'd just be you're here. You've got it right here. You could do it, Hunter. Surely.
Wait a minute. Let's see. In the which, the YouTube or stream party chat?
I've done that one. I think,
Oh, you did that one.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Let's see if I can get in. Okay, now I gotta switch. Go ahead. I'll put it in.
All right, so they continue by saying a new production app is coming soon. Wallets will not, that's in capitals, by the way, so they mean it. Wallets will not auto transfer. You must manually restore your backed up seed phrase. So yes, back those seed phrases up, and then reinstate those wallets using that seed phrase onto the updated application. So do that. In regards to Talon Wallet, myself and Mancini's answer to True UTXO DeFi, Mancini did put an update onto the Osmium community, which did feed through to the Raptoreum one. So a new production app. No, it's not that. No, that was Komodo, wasn't it? Yeah. So Mancini says Talon Wallet signing component. What we're building, a single unified system that allows users to sign cryptocurrency transactions across multiple blockchains, including Ethereum. Did I just say that? Solana, and any supported UTXO, etc. using any type of wallet, software wallets, imported keys, or hardware devices like Ledger and Trezor. The problem: currently most crypto wallets are built for one or two specific blockchains. Adding support for new cryptocurrencies requires rebuilding core security features from scratch, which is time consuming, expensive, and increases the risk of security vulnerabilities. Our solution: we're creating a universal translator of crypto signing that works across all the major blockchains without rewriting code, supports multiple security levels from basic software wallets to enterprise-grade hardware devices, reduces development time for new features from weeks to days. Did you say weeks to days, Mancini? Are you sure about that? Increases security through comprehensive testing and standardized patterns. The business impact: we have a faster time to market, launch support for new cryptocurrencies in days, not months, broader market reach, appeal to casual users and institutions with one code base. The competitive advantages: most wallets will support 1 to 2 chains. We can easily support over 10 or more, I suppose. There's lower maintenance costs, so one well-tested system instead of multiple custom implementations. And there's enhanced security with industry standard cryptography with comprehensive test coverage. And Mancini says, so don't worry, Talon Wallet is in active development. Have a nice day. So it's nice to have an update on the Talon Wallet from Mancini, who is leading the development team over there. And it's definitely exciting to see work progressing on that to the to the end goal of true UTXO DeFi with the primary coin Raptoreum. And this again will unify a lot of the projects around Raptoreum, so we can really shine in comparison to a lot of the token chains out there, namely EVM based, such as Ethereum, Solana, and a few other chains similar to that as well. I think I've said enough for now. I think it's time I pass this over to the one and only Hunter Schultz.
Be me. Hey.
I'm going to put you on the big screen as well. Big screen.
Oh, God, really?
There you go, Hunter. There you go, Hunter.
Sorry for scaring you all. Let's see. It's been a couple weeks since we've done an update. And last week, Paul, Binarai, and myself had a call with the Music Licensing Collective and Dave Bogan, who is he's in the third party area of that organization. And it is a major part of the music industry. Basically, they try and sort through music that has royalties, but they can't find an owner. And they have something called the black box, which had at one point something like $2 or $3 billion worth of royalties stuck in it. And they find ways of churning through it and finding out who owns this music, who's entitled to the streaming revenue. And a big part of the problem is metadata. And Day is a huge metadata guy. And he's also very, very blockchain aware, has been involved with blockchain projects. So we had a real good audience. And we had scheduled a 30-minute call with him, and it turned into 90 minutes. So it was we got a lot of great intelligence and help refining some of the things that we're doing going forward with RaptoreLockIP.com, which is looking even better this week than it did last week in more ways than one. He gave us some good industry connections to reach out to, and I did so, and already had a call this past Monday with the American Association of Independent Music, and they're basically independent labels, and there are a lot of them out there. There are 850 members of this organization. And so their biggest problem, and this is give you an idea of the scope, and I'll run through this for you in a little bit. But their biggest problem is they have these indie labels that have catalogs of music. And when I mean catalogs, I'm talking mostly compositions, and they have the rights to performances too. And there are two separate licenses or copyrights, basic copyrights in music. One is the performance. So let's say Led Zeppelin, the band, has the copyright for the performance, and then whoever wrote the song has the composition performance. So they have a lot of music in catalogs that sits idle. It almost never gets played because sorting out who owns what and trying to get that ready for streaming is very difficult. So that's why you can find that there are some songs just aren't available. So I don't know how many there are. It wouldn't surprise me if someone said there are 5 million songs just sitting idle. That number is probably low. And so we spoke about things like getting those catalogs on the blockchain. And I had a very receptive audience with them. They were very excited about things like the fact that we have an immutable blockchain, meaning the assets that we're talking about going on the blockchain are immutable. They understood the power of our sub-assets, which if you take a deep dive into metadata like I've been doing for the last 3 or 4 months, it is enormous. So that was a great call. And the idea there is that they're going to look at what we have. They have they have the password and username for the RaptorLock IP demo account, so they can go in and look around, which they're going to do, and get back to us. And I told them I was going to get back to them after the call I had this morning, which I'm going to touch on. Speaking of demos, we have a demo that we have to schedule with Dave Bogan, but I wanted to have the call that I had this morning before we did that. And as a matter of fact, Small Paul just updated something, which is great. And we now have the metadata that we wanted on an asset within the RaptorLockIP.com Explorer. So that's terrific. So the other thing about that call on Monday was the idea of getting a working group together, some people within their associations, so that we can explore with them what they need, because these are some pretty big indie labels, and then there's some smaller labels too. And we're now discovering as things start to appear on the radar screen, it is excuse me, I gotta say adios to something. It is apparent that we have more opportunities with metadata than we even thought. And today's call, which I'll talk about now, is with DDEX, which is the music industry standard. And that they create the standards for the music industry. And they have a variety of different standards depending on who they are dealing with, whether it's an aggregator or a licensing deal or whatever. So I spoke with, literally this morning, I spoke with the god of music metadata. He is the chief technical officer, and he basically wrote the book. And a great guy. He was very helpful, and he was very interested in the demo. And he understood blockchain, at least up to a point. And I know this because one of the things that I talked about, that I said, there are two really important points about what we do. The first point is we're capturing the data at the source, meaning the creator, the songwriter, the musician. And the other point is that whatever we put on our blockchain is on the blockchain itself. The assets go right on the blockchain. There are no smart contracts used. And he shook his head. He's like, no. He got that. He knew the danger of smart contracts. And that I thought was very telling. And then I did a lot of research on this. And one of the problems that we spoke about was in music, They've been talking about blockchain for 7 years, since 2017 or so. And one of the problems they have is when you are creating a music NFT and DDEX changes the standard, now everyone's got to go back and remint the asset. And essentially you lose provenance. And that's one of the reasons why it's never taken off. There's no connectivity between the two. So you lose a lot. And the other thing that you can lose is that when people redo the minting process, they leave data out. And that causes all sorts of problems. So that is a big reason why blockchain really hasn't taken off in the music industry. And we solve that problem. Point blank. Sub-assets completely solve the problem. They prevent problems big time. So what I'm hearing from multiple sources is, and what I'm dropping in their thinking, is quite literally the gold standard for blockchain in music is Raptoreum. Because of what it can do, how it's protected, how the blockchain works in terms of nodes, in terms of how it's 51% attack resistant, that kind of thing. The story is so compelling, and even he was going, wow. And I took him through RaptorLock IP. It was a 40-minute call, so I didn't go through everything. But I took him through the first section, which is what the creators are going to really be using. And then there's 2 more sections that come in for more the advanced user, whether it's a label or a distributor or whatever, and an indie artist, for instance. And he actually, something else that he found that I thought was really interesting, we were going through the copyright section. He said, wait a minute, go back up. You have the master rights, the copyright, but there's mechanical rights, and then there's this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, those are, and he finished, he goes, oh, no, yeah, that's right, those come later. And those will go in a sub-asset. Bam. So he's getting it. He's getting it. So I'm very happy with what I heard this morning, and what he saw was this is very interesting. And the next step is I've got some things I'm going to send to him, obviously, but we're thinking he's got some time to go through it, maybe with his colleagues. We get together and then have a conference call with David, myself, Small Paul, and whoever he wants to bring in this conversation. And ultimately, the idea is we have a working relationship that they can do things like experiment. How is this going to work? And when I got to the Beato reader allowance, which he had not heard of course, because it was something I created, when I showed him that, he went, that makes a lot of sense, because it reduces fair use claims and having to deal with all that. I told him the story about that and why I created it. And he was impressed, but I think he was probably more impressed with the fact that we have this kind of flexibility that we can put into the JSON file, and it's machine readable. And he instantly knew the impact of that. So a lot of dots started getting connected. He was very happy to see it. And I think what he sees is a solution to a whole ton of problems. And the other thing that he was very impressed with was the path that I told him about, how we started with copyright. It was all about IP. This is over a year now. This has been a long ass process. And I wish it could have taken 2 months, but it didn't. But over this year or so, what we've discovered is we've narrowed it down to music. We've narrowed it down to a specific concept of protecting copyright. And for those who are new to Raptoreum, or they haven't been on this channel for a while, or ignorant of all the progress that we've made, that one thing, going from protecting copyright only in music and then getting to the point where we're at a public asset, where it's the public asset, where it shows the music and it's live, so to speak, on our blockchain. When I got to that point and started doing more research, metadata started popping up on the radar screen. And I did more research on that and discovered, oh my God, we have something that's so powerful. Even I didn't know it. But it's really winding up that we are looking very good to solving some big issues, major issues with labels, with distributors, and downstream from the metadata that's created early on. So that's the big deal. And I think in terms of RaptorLock itself, there's been some improvements in the form. There's been improvements. If you go on raptorlockip.com and go into the Explorer, the latest asset that's been minted will show you the metadata. And Small Paul just did that tonight. On Monday, last point about metadata, but you're going to hear a lot more about it because this is big. The last point was on Monday, I was doing a little more research and discovered that there are entities out there that need specific formatted files. And these are files that contain ERN numbers and RIN, ERN, RIN. And these are identifiers. And these are critical for various aspects of figuring out who's who, where's Waldo, who owns what, who gets what, follow the money, that kind of thing. Song identifiers, rights identifiers. And it turns out that the data that we can collect and format, which Paul has confirmed, meaning Small Paul, we can add more little files to each master asset that have specific formatting for these individual organizations. So they're getting it at the point of creation, which solves an enormous amount of problems. And if we now have, and Paul's, I can't tell you how great Small Paul's been. He is just such an innovator. He's going out and figuring this stuff out. He's adding stuff. And every week we go on and we're just shaking our heads like, okay, good. So he now has, there's an identifier called an ISRC. And it's basically every recording has an individual number. And you'd have to go and apply for one, etc. And what Paul did was he made himself an agent so that RaptorLock can assign that number right at creation. That's a huge deal because many times that's missing. Usually the distributors have to assign it. Sometimes it doesn't get assigned. It's a nightmare. All of this is a nightmare.
Is that completed now? He's an actual
agent?
Yeah,
no, it takes like it is going to take him like 8 days to get that done.
Okay.
So that's a big one. And then there is the UPC code. So that's another one that needs to be done. That's usually done by the distributor, but sometimes it just doesn't. If you don't go through a distributor, it can get messy. Got that handled now. Now they'll be able to do a UPC code, and it's going to add. It's all included in the $5 per asset. So again, my hat's off to him. He made this a whole lot easier for artists to comply with what's needed to be successful in the music industry going forward. There's one more number that I found out this morning, and the acronym escapes me, but it is I think it's the composition number. And when you are able to get all these things these numbers in one place at the very beginning, magic happens down the road. And he really said that is a big deal. So what's needed is to map what's in the JSON file and create then these three files, I guess they're XML files that are waiting for the industry to come in and grab it one way or the other. And I said, well, that's where your guys and our guys can get together and figure out what's the best way for the industry to use this data. And they're the ones who are the experts at it in terms of what's needed. And then we can be essentially the first blockchain in terms of being what do you call it, a test bed, just being able to do refinements to what they're thinking. How's this going to work with blockchain? Because blockchain is a part of this, and they know it. The big problem has been they haven't found the right blockchain. Ta-da! They found the right blockchain. That's what I'm seeing and hearing. Don't take that to the bank yet, but it's been a long time coming, and it's looking so good because of the when you do the research, and you can go into AI. Just go into AI and ask a few pertinent questions, like how does Raptoreum solve the metadata problem using its assets, immutable assets, and sub-assets? Knock yourselves out. You'll understand more in 5 minutes, and that's the tip of the iceberg. So we're solving problems and preventing problems. That's huge, and that's what he's picked up on. So there you go.
And as we're talking about AI, as you know, as the Raptoreum community, my name on here is Binarai, and that's a play on binary AI. And this name sort of stuck after I sort of started a lot of this work on RTM back in 2018. And at the time, AI, it was still early days for AI. There was only basic things online for any of that. So I was actually working with the team on a project called Binarai, and I just started working in Raptoreum as Binarai, and now everyone knows me as Binarai. I had a name up until December 2017 that was different to that, but I'm not going to go into that now. But anyway, this project was shelved for whatever reason, funds, this and that, right? So I decided to build Binarai as a project. I'm not going to tell you what it does. I'm not going to tell you anything else until
Wait for it.
until I've finalized a few things, but I do have it working, and it works very well. So what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the front end sort of site for it. Bearing in mind it's a local application until you enter something called the Binarai symbiotic swarm. But yeah, so I'm going to pull over the window that we're looking at right now, and I'm just going to give you a couple of slides, and then I'm going to hide it again. So this is Binarai, the persona, and this is the command center, and that's all you're getting. So that's that. It's currently powered down at the moment because we're running on YouTube at the moment. I didn't want to sort of affect YouTube because it's quite the application. So that's Binarai. I am so happy that I've managed to construct it on my own, and what I will say is it complements the Raptoreum project in a huge way, bigger than you could ever think. So I'm really excited to get that out. And if you did miss those quick couple of slides, I'm sure you can go back, rewind, as we say, based on the old VHSs, rewind and check out those slides and study them very closely. But yes, Binarai is there, it's live, and I'm doing some back testing with David and Charlie over the next couple of days on some of the decentralized qualities to it that involve Raptoreum. So exciting stuff from my side, and that has taken up a lot of my time over the last week or two in constructing that. And in the name of Binarai and the work that is involved in that, I did put a short-term break on a couple of the other projects that I did mention on the last stream, solely because this project Well, I'm not going to tell you why. Okay, so right now I'm just going to go over to the. Well, I can't actually go to the YouTube. If there's any
I can.
if there's any questions for us, Hunter will read them, or if you want to say hi, Hunter will say hi, and yes, please send them.
Wait for it. Yeah, wait for it.
What
Want me to dive in?
onto the YouTube?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. What's
There's especially with the update that I just gave tonight. This person now looks like a complete barking moron.
All right. What does it say?
Okay, well, I won't name any names, but RTM is a financial disaster. This is the only truth. Go and make your job. Forget this coin. It is a death project. Yeah, it's only going to become the gold standard for the music industry, you barking moron. But, this is the kind of thing that I know I should just settle. But there are these people that come in who say these things, and they have not even looked at what's been going on. As I said, IP alone has been over a year now. And in order to sort through the whole part of IP, remember, IP isn't just music, it's movies, it's patents, it's books, it's all ed tech. And we've had to sort through all of that. And from a strategic director standpoint, go through all that and find the lowest hanging fruit of the low hanging fruit. What could we do for the least amount of money? Because it's not like we're swimming in it with VC money, like some projects are that basically, twiddle their thumbs on big finance and stuff. And we narrowed it down to a great industry and with a huge need for copyright protection. And then because we were open-minded, and and I say we because it wasn't just me in this, it was also Paul and Binarai and others who pointed out things and said, you ought to be looking at this, or I saw this. And now this huge door opened up. I mean, we were looking at millions of assets for songs, potentially. Tens of millions. Because there's literally tens of millions, there's more than that. So I just wish people would, instead of coming in and saying stupid stuff, they would at least ask, hey, what's been going on? I haven't been around here for a long time. What's going on? This is not a hard question to ask. Instead, they come in and they just start, blah, 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 blah. Sorry to disappoint you, but
you don't want to make Hunter angry. Trust me.
No, you really
especially
don't.
when he's got shingles.
No, that's always going to come back to haunt me, is it? Yeah, well, hopefully I don't get it again.
But chat's working. But chat's just started working.
Did it really? Well, then you can see. But
all right. Yeah. Have you?
Anyway.
Have you finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Right.
Okay.
Hunter's rant's done. Okay, we're all right now.
I'm done.
Okay. Hunter Schultz is saying, "Gird your loins."
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Have you got that sorted, Budweiser, now? Can you see the chat?
I think you can, yeah.
Messiah D10s, if that's how you say it, D10S, whatever. He's saying, love team, great news. Thank you. The best team. Big news incoming. Well, yes. I mean, we're working hard. We never stop working. We're pushing along. No matter what you think about Raptoreum, anyone out there, no matter what you think, we see the value, and that's why we're working hard still. So
I certainly wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, but I love what I see. I mean, I'm trying to give you without going overboard, and it bears repeating. Do your own research, that kind of stuff. It's not financial advice. But holy hell, the impact that when you get blockchain, just blockchain, not forget Raptoreum, when you get blockchain right in this industry, the stuff that can happen. And then one little last thing that I didn't mention, okay, I will, just for giggles. I said our subcontracts are to be done on Apache Spark, and basically any program will be able to do it. So Java, C++, whatever, and the smart contracts are not meant for creating NFTs. They're for what they should be doing, which are little programs that say, if this happens, do this. So they'll be done right. And great reaction. So the long-term part of this is great, but it's great when you have people who understand what this is. What we're bringing to this table is enormous. This is just the music industry. I haven't even gotten into motion pictures and video. Audio visual is next. And God only knows what that's going to bring, but if it's anything like music, holy crap.
Well, it's good to focus on one aspect of it because obviously we're limited in manpower. So it is good to focus on one thing and get it right. And then when that is right and we have grown since then we can actually, expand into other things as well. So I think it's definitely the right story that the team at RLIP are writing. And I say the team, Hunter's the one who I would suggest we should all put on a pedestal. So he's really good. He's really good. Speaks to the right people. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna pat you on the back. I can't actually.
Oh, thank
you. I'm doing it. Yeah. Okay, so we have a Coin Market League profile, and Hunter and Fudweiser and Falcon, are spearheading the votes at the moment. So we can get to number one, and that's number one on all the coins and tokens that are on there. Currently we are number 3. Let me just refresh the page. In fact, I'll just pull the page over to the YouTube. There we go. We are number 3 at 470 votes. Surely we can beat Libertarian Dog and Stool Prison Dente. I am so bored at seeing those two projects. And we need to crush them, and we know we can crush them. The RTM community is a powerful force, and we're not just English speaking. We are in Russian, we are in Spanish, Portuguese, Filipino, and a lot of languages, French, German, whatever. If we all come together, we can beat those. So please go to coinmarketleague.com, complete the capture, and place your vote on Raptoreum, so we can then be amongst. We're already amongst the top 10, but so we can be number 1, the top of all the blockchains that are on that website. That is coinmarketleague.com. We're also on Minerstat, where you can vote for us on there. That is minerstat.com/coins. I'll pull the site up to the YouTube right now. There you go. As you can see, we are number 1. If I click on RTM at the top here in top rated coins, you can click hyped. As you can see, I've already done it, but you can click hyped, and that is a hyped vote for Raptoreum and takes us to the top. As you can see, we are at the top right now of all the coins, because a lot of us have been voting and not many people have been voting for the rest. So that's minerstat.com/coins. Thank you all for those that have already voted for us on there too. We're also on X, as I mentioned earlier. That is at Raptoreum. We're on Instagram, same username. We're on Threads, same username. We're on TikTok at official Raptoreum. We're on all the channels really at Raptoreum, and we're obviously on YouTube as well. So please, again, click like on this stream if you enjoyed it, if you're excited for Raptoreum. If there's anything you would like to comment on, you can make a comment in this YouTube comment section right below us, or you can make a comment in the stream party chat. Also, the link is at the top right of the stream. for our Discord channel. That is discord.gg/Raptoreum. And again, we are doing some rain in the Telegram channels after the stream ends, starting with the English speaking channel. That is at Raptoreum with 2 M's. That's at Raptoreum, like that. So please go there as well. Are there any final words, Hunter, before we close this stream down?
Well, I think it is absolutely necessary to just say to Small Paul, fabulous job. He really is knocking himself out. And remember, he's not getting paid for this. This is a volunteer thing. I mean, he's creating a business out of it, but it's not like anyone's paying him to do this. He's betting on the come, as they say in horse racing. So
we need to get him on here. We need Small Paul on here.
I know he's such a shy guy.
Yeah.
But he during the update, he's on the road, actually. He's in his daily schedule, so that's why it's tough for him to do it. But anyway, he really is a joy to work with, and if we need more members of the community stepping up that way, and he's certainly a great example of it. And Ballinox, and we have others, and so you know, my hat's off to these people who are really, who see what's here and the rails that have been built. And remember, the rails aren't even fully complete. I mean, with smart contracts, I mean, anyway.
Yeah. Jamardi's as well. Jamardi's is absolutely epic.
Jamardi's.
Epic.
Yeah.
Epic guy.
Yeah.
Okay. We are the Raptoreum team. It has been an absolute pleasure to bring this weekly update to you. And all being well, we will see you next week. An hour earlier, same place, right here on the official Raptoreum YouTube, for you all, the wonderful Raptoreum community. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.